Hey, this is my take. I'm John Kavakis. Today we're talking about the 1960 Eureka Cadillac Landau Hearse. Yeah, we're talking about hearses. This is a first for me, so have some patience. You know, there have been a lot of coach builders over the years that have made hearses, ambulances, specially modified station wagons out of luxury cars, all sorts of things. And they are expensive. They are craftsmen. These cars go through a lot of changes to make them into what they eventually become. So the Eureka company was one of the legendary companies. They've been around since 1871 in Rock Falls, Illinois. They started out making buggies and coaches. Somewhere after the turn of the 20th century, they began making motorized hearses and carriages. So they were known as high quality. They very durable, heavy duty this and super duty that. But they were also innovators. They're the first one to come up with a 3-point casket table. You'll be able to see this one inside this hearse. Really incredible detail. They were the first ones to offer white wall tires and chrome spoke wheels as options on a hearse. And they did pretty well throughout most of the 20th century. But by the time it got into the late 50s and early 60s, the price of new tooling began to get higher and higher, and they closed their doors in 1964. Now, the name has changed hands several times, so it's still floating around out there, but they haven't really produced any cars in quite some time. So that's Eureka. What is a Landau? Let's talk about Landau. It refers to those curved bars that you see on the side of some cars. They were prominent on, well, of course, you see them all the time on hearses, but they were prominent on production cars in the 60s and 70s. They were a sign of high value, high luxury, that sort of thing. So these days, they're just ornamental. They don't really serve any purpose, but they remind us of the days when a car with a cloth top had to be raised or lowered manually, and some of the hardware, there's a lot of hardware involved, some of the hardware to that was on the outside, and those are the Landau bars that would help you put the top up and down with some relative ease. So that's what Landaus are all about. Now, on a hearse, they do kind of serve a purpose because they break up that huge sail panel in the back, which is designed to keep the coffin out of view. People walking down the street don't need to be seeing coffins, I guess is what the thinking is. So it's there to kind of give a little bit of style, but also to break up the slab sides of the hearse. So GLM is working on a prototype for one of Eureka's finest conversions, one of their most famous ones, which is a 1960 Landau hearse. And I've got one here to show you. Now, there's a lot of detail in here that you got to look really close to see. So I'm going to get the cover off and put this on the turntable and let you get a close look at it. Then we'll talk a little bit about prototypes. Okay, so there it is. You could see the casket table inside. I got a couple of good pictures. I got some new lights and a new camera that's helping out. But this is typical GLM finish. It's absolutely superb. The car is fantastic. And if you're into professional cars and hearses, this is going to be a must-have. I don't know when it's going to be released. It should be sometime soon. I'm expecting a price point somewhere around $129, GLM's price point, and you'll be able to get it through your favorite dealer. I know several dealers are taking pre-orders right now. So this is my take on Stamp's 1960 Eureka Landau Cadillac Hearse. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up down there. Love to hear your comments. They're always helpful. You need to go to the YouTube channel to post a comment, but you can do that by clicking on the YouTube logo right down there. And it is a prototype, so there might be some additional changes they make before production. GLM Stamp sends us the prototypes so that they can get some late feedback. They're pretty far in their production schedule, but they are looking for feedback on details and that sort of thing, and they'd love to hear from you if you have anything to say about it. So the comments help my channel, the thumbs up help my channel, and I really appreciate your spending time with me. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back again soon.